Hi there, gorgeous. Hope you're having a fabulous day. Happy Friday to you. Apologies for my absence. I know I've only posted videos on Fridays for the past couple weeks and I've missed my Monday postings, so I'm hoping to get back to that next week and be posting regularly for you again on Mondays and Fridays. There's been a lot of stuff happening in our household here lately, so we've just been transitioning and getting accustomed to things and growing, and yeah, it's just been good things, but yeah. Anyway, I'm working on my background. I'm not really sure what I want to do differently. I'd like to keep the blue wall, so it is still a little winter themed back there, but I know a lot of people are having snow right now, so it fits. So we'll first start by talking about eyeshadow palettes. I have 3 to share with you in this video today. One I did purchase out of my own funds, so it's the only one that was not sent as part of PR. So I'll start with that one. This comes from Viseart, and it is their Violet Entendu. Sorry for butchering the French, but it looks like this. It's an all purple palette. This palette does lean warm, and you can probably pick that up from all the swatches I'm showing you on my arm here of the eyeshadows. A lot of rosy toned neutrals in here, and you do get 2 red based purples in this palette, but you're also given 6 cooler toned purples, which is amazing. It's really hard to find purple eyeshadow palettes that have a good amount of cooler toned purple shades in them. And that was my #1 qualm when it came to getting this palette, because when I first saw it, I think I saw it on Instagram, and a lot of people were tagging me on Viseart's post when this palette first came out, and I want to say it came out in December. And I was intrigued, but I didn't see any swatches of it. So I went into it not really knowing what to expect with it, but the second that I started playing around with it, oh, I love this palette. It is of the same Viseart quality. If you've ever used a Viseart palette before, amazing quality. Pigment is so strong with these, and the color payoff is gorgeous. I love this. So this is going to definitely be one of those palettes that I'll probably find myself picking up more and more over this next year. And it's just so nice to see cooler toned purples put in a palette. So if that has been describing you and you've been looking for a palette like this, I think you would absolutely love it. Next palette I have to share with you is the one that I'm wearing on my eyes today. So if you've been curious about how I got this look, I'm going to show you the mini tutorial up close as I'm talking about this palette. So this palette comes from Alter Ego Cosmetics. This is called their Canyon palette. Very warm toned, neutral based palette. Lots of golds, mustards, browns, rich earthy hues can be found within this palette. This one has been compared to a Natasha Denona palette. I cannot remember if it was the bronze palette or what, but I heard someone compare it to one of those higher end palettes. So I may have to investigate that a little bit more, but I will just tell you, if you've not tried Alter Ego Cosmetics products, their eyeshadow palettes in particular are out of this world crazy good, and they are not expensive. I want to say these palettes are $16 a piece. Little to no effort required to apply the shades. Color payoff is intense, and they last all day. They won't muddy on the eyes. Excellent quality all the way around. And if you're looking to save some money, but you still like this color shade range, this is an excellent palette for doing just that. Third eyeshadow palette I have to share with you is another one from Alter Ego Cosmetics that came out very recently, and this one is their Blooms palette. This is another very warm based palette, a lot of pinks, reds, there are a couple of purples mixed in here, and then some golds and cranberry tones. Like with the Canyon palette that I previously talked about, color payoff is extreme with this palette. The mattes are very soft and easy to apply on the eyes. Very little amount is required on the brush to get the color payoff that you would expect to get from these. The blending with these eyeshadows is incredible. You don't struggle at all with application at any step. And the looks that you can create with this palette are plentiful. I love that it's not all pinks and it's not all red-based shades. They do have some neutrals and a gray mixed in there so that you can change up the looks a little bit more. And for the look that I just showed you there, I mixed the reds with the purples, and oh my gosh, it's a really bold, striking look, and that's what I was going for that day. But wow, just amazing. And the packaging is really beautiful on these too. I didn't really get to show you that in the up-close example there, but this is the Blooms packaging, and then this is the Canyon. Oops, sorry about that. Canyon packaging right there. Love it. By the way, Alter Ego Cosmetics is a cruelty-free company, so if you're interested in trying these out, I will have them linked for you below. They will be affiliate links, so if you click through and purchase, thank you in advance for helping to support this channel and our family. And next we'll talk about Milani, because they sent me everything from this new collection called Supercharged, and there's a lot of products in here, so let me break them down for you. The first one that we'll talk about here is this revitalizing facial mist. And it's meant to provide hydration to the skin. So this is a great product to apply before your makeup application as a primer type spray, or you can apply it in the middle of the day. So in the example that I'm showing you here, I did spritz it in the middle of my day when I was wearing my makeup on my face, and I'll show you what it looked like at the end of the day. It just adds a little bit of dewiness to the skin. I did not apply much of it. A little bit goes a long way with this stuff if you are oily complexioned, by the way, but it's a beautiful finish and I rather enjoyed it. And I feel like if you had dry skin that you would really enjoy this spray also from that perspective. The next product that I want to share with you are these brightening under eye tints. So when I got these, I wasn't too sure what they were, and I'm glad that Milani includes a little pamphlet with the PR kit, because they're very descriptive when they tell you what these products are. So this is a 2-in-1 makeup and skincare formula that helps to brighten dark circles and hydrate the under eye area. It contains hyaluronic acid, plant-based collagen, niacinamide, and caffeine. The best way that I can describe this to you, despite what Milani's description was just there, is that it's almost like a BB cream in a concealer. That's the best way I know how to describe it, because it doesn't give you full coverage on the under the eye. It's a very lightweight coverage. I feel like if you wanted a really natural, effortless, barely there makeup kind of look, then this would be an excellent product for that, because the coverage is not intense under the eyes. It's very lightweight. Now, if you have really dark under eye circles, this would not be a product for you, because I could tell on myself it didn't really cover my purple under eye circles like that. The first time that I used it, I had to apply a couple of layers of it, and they were very thin layers to get the coverage that I was looking for. And to be quite frank with you, it's not a product that I would feel confident wearing every day. Despite the fact that I love BB creams and CC creams on the everyday basis on my skin, I feel like my under eyes need a little bit more coverage than what that provides. So if you're the type that you just blessed and you don't have under eye circles, no discoloration, and you just want a little bit of coverage, then that would be the perfect product for you. But for those of us who need a little bit more intense coverage, it's just not all there. While it is a great product though, and it does provide great hydration, just wanted to make you aware of what I was experiencing with it. The next product I want to share with you is their Dewy Primer. Now this has citrus, ginseng, and turmeric extracts to help stop dullness and restore luminosity. And it also has jojoba milk and squalane to soothe and hydrate the skin. And the idea behind this is it's supposed to give your skin a hydrated appearance, but help to extend the wear time of your makeup. So on the day that I tested this one out, you can see in the application I'm showing you here that it does give the skin a very dewy finish. I applied the no, it wasn't Wet n Wild, I'm sorry. It was e.l.f. I applied the e.l.f. Flawless Satin Foundation over the top, and that was the foundation that I used to test over the Dewy Primer, because this is a foundation that is really good, but it doesn't last on my skin as long as I would like for it to, so it's one that I like to test out with primers from time to time. And based on my results with it, at the end of the day, I thought my face looked fabulous. Now, it wasn't greasy at all. It was dewy. It had a luminosity to it. It had a beautiful radiance, but it wasn't fully matte. So even though I'm oily, and this is not typically a product that is really marketed for us, it performed really well. Just like the Wet n Wild Dewy Finish Foundation does on my oily skin. That stuff performs beautifully, and you wouldn't expect for it to, but this Dewy Primer, same thing. I had great results with it. So I feel like if you're dry, if you're oily, if you're normal, give it a shot if you're looking for a new one to try like that. I was pretty happy with it. Next products that I want to share with you from this collection are these cheek and lip multi-stick products. So there are 4 different colors here, and I'll show you what they look like in a side-by-side swatch application. You can use these on your cheeks and on your lips. The pigment is gorgeous with these. You won't struggle at all with the application. You can apply them with your fingers, you can apply them with a brush. Either way, they look gorgeous on the skin. Best part, they will not fade. They look exactly how you applied them at the beginning of the day, at the end of the day. Fabulous product all the way around. The last product from this collection is their Brightening Prep Mask. So this is a product that you apply on the skin. You let it sit for about 10 to 15 minutes, fully dry, and then you rinse it off. When you first apply it, you get this tingling, almost mentholated-like sensation. It's product is really awesome. And I have sensitive skin, so products like this typically can sometimes give me a reaction, but thankfully I did not have that experience with this product. And then after you've allowed it to sit on the skin, you wash it off. And I thought it was wonderful. It made my skin feel very refreshed afterwards. It was a different sensation than traditional face masks, and I really loved it all the way around. What I will tell you is that if you're sensitive to scent, the ginseng in this is very notable. It's probably the one note that stands out the strongest when you are initially applying it and you have it sitting on your face there, but after you wash it off, it's not there. So letting those of you know who may have a sensitivity to ginseng, you will smell it. I also wanted to share this product with you. I got this as a sample when I was in Walgreens recently, and I guess once you meet a minimum spend threshold, they just start throwing free samples at you to get you out the door. Here, go. But anyway, I tried this out and I love it. I had 3 of these, I think they gave me in my bag, but this is the number 7 Hydroluminous Water Surge Gel. It's a hydrating moisturizer, and I've already gone through 1 packet of this and I love it. Absolutely love it. And if I didn't have so many moisturizers already, I would buy the full size of this, but I wanted to share it with you because I love the formula. It sinks right into the skin. I have it underneath my foundation today. It doesn't affect the wear time of makeup, and this is great stuff. Another product that I did not have time to test in time for this video. I would have loved to have done it, but I'm going to have to just make a video solely dedicated to this product, and that is the L'Oreal Infallible 24-Hour Fresh Wear Foundation Powder. This is a relatively new release from what I understand, and while I would have loved to have tested it for today's video, can you focus please? Hello? I guess the deer is more entertaining to the camera right now. Let's try this again. This right here. Come on, man. Stop focusing on me. There we go. Okay. This is a product that I want to test in the future, do an all-day wear test with it, and I want to test it with a few different primers too. So I did not have enough time to do that before making today's video. So hopefully in a video next week, I can share that one with you because I've seen a few of you asking me about this product. So that was everything as part of today's video. I hope that you found this helpful, and if there are any products you were interested in, I'll try to have all of them listed for you below in the description box. Let me know if you've had the opportunity to try any of these out. Would love to hear your thoughts on them, based on experience or just based on what you saw in today's video. Thanks for being here, for taking the time to watch. Look forward to seeing you again next time. Have a beautifully blessed weekend ahead.